Hey guys, welcome to Sonora and Scale Studios. If you have been following along with us over the past couple months, we've been working on this absolute budget Danchee Ridgerock crawler build. Today, we're taking the final finished product and we're placing it up against this modified Axial Capra 1.9 RTR. The Capra is a really strong performer in both rock crawling and trail situations. They really hit the mark with this one. Yeah, it benefits from some minor modifications out of the box, but Axial did a really good job when designing this. It's a very versatile truck and it's really hard to beat in a lot of situations. It's got awesome ground clearance with these portal axles. This one's been modified. It has skid plates, pen spring modification to the shocks just to bring the ride height down a little bit, the center of gravity lowered a little bit. It's got some alloy bead locks, Proline Super Swamper tires, Hobbywing 1080 ESC, a handful of other smaller modifications have been done to it, but it's a great truck. Really doesn't disappoint in any way. I haven't experienced any durability issues with it, and I've used this thing a lot. It's taken a lot of abuse. It's got a lot of miles on it, a lot of hours on it, and I've had really no failures. And I'm taking all of those things into consideration when comparing it to this really inexpensive Danchee Ridgerock. This thing's $120 out of the box. We've added about $100 in aftermarket parts to it in the form of wheels, tires. Did the pen spring modification to this as well to bring it down some. We changed out the links in it, changed out the steering servo horns, and just a handful of other little things on this as well. And while this thing kind of suffers from a lack of ground clearance compared to the Capra, it certainly does not suffer in the flex category. It can flex for days, and it's got its own little bag of tricks that the Capra doesn't necessarily have unless you're getting the new four-wheel steer version of the Capra, that is. But the Danchee comes with four-wheel steering right out of the box, and this crab walk is awful handy along with four-wheel steering and rear steer. Really, to sum it all up, this Ridgerock, if you're looking to get into this hobby and you're on a limited budget, or maybe one of your kids wants to get into the hobby and they're asking you, could we go to the hobby shop and would you be willing to drop $1,000 for a $500 truck and $400 to $500 worth of batteries and chargers and accessories, etc., etc., etc. We know how it goes. Perhaps look at Amazon, order a Ridgerock. It's got everything that you need to run right out of the box, and it's not going to be this good out of the box, but it's clear that the capability is there. So you're getting a good foundation, a solid platform to build on. And if for some reason somebody decides, this hobby just isn't for me, well, you've got $120 tied up, and chances are good you can throw it on some form of social media sales and have it sold by the afternoon because people will snatch it up. So I would say if you've been thinking about this Ridgerock, I keep saying it in every one of the videos, think no more. Just if you've got $120, just buy one. I mean, you won't be disappointed. You just won't. It's an awesome truck. I have had a blast building this thing and watching it go from the way that it came out of the box to what it can do now. Each time that I use it, I'm amazed at how inexpensive it is. Now, you can see here, yeah, sure, it hangs up where the Capra doesn't. The Capra is smoother, it operates smoother, but this thing will get it done. It'll get there, and I should hope that Capra is better. It's almost 4 times the cost. It better be better. I know that that's a weird statement to make, that it better be better, but I expect the Capra to outperform this Ridgerock. Hands down, it should. If it doesn't, we've got much bigger issues that we need to discuss. So, I think that the evidence is conclusive. This Ridgerock is an excellent budget choice, and it's a build that can get you into this hobby, keep you up with your buddies, and will more than keep you happy until you're ready, if ever, to go with something more expensive. Maybe this is all that somebody really needs. But this Capra is pretty sweet to behold on the trail. Can't lie. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Give us a thumbs up or a share. Appreciate it so much. Take care.